Many years ago, a rebellion took place in heaven. Lucifer and some other fallen angels defied God, but they were ultimately defeated by God's army. As punishment, they were cast down into the depths of hell. One of the archangels, Michael, descended into hell to imprison his own brother Lucifer. However, before leaving hell, Lucifer desperately pleaded with Michael for his support, only to be turned down. Undeterred, Lucifer makes a promise to Michael that when they do meet again, he will be the new god. In modern times, a woman named Lauren Milton wrote a thesis expressing her unique perspective on the concepts of good and evil. She approached her professor to have her thesis accepted, but unfortunately, her request was rejected. The professor believed that her thesis was flawed and could potentially result in a dull movie. To further discuss the matter, the professor invited Lauren to have dinner at his place, but she declined, feeling disheartened by the encounter. Meanwhile, an exhibition showcasing the Shroud of Turin attracted a large crowd. Lauren's friend, Father Marconi, granted her access to the exhibit and explained the depiction of the battle between angels, featuring a statue portraying Michael's triumph over Lucifer. Skeptical of the statue's representation, Lauren engaged in a debate with Father Marconi, arguing that evil originates from within human beings rather than external forces. Nonetheless, she remained at the exhibit, taking the opportunity to sketch the artwork. Simultaneously, Dr. Laurent introduced his biotech company specializing in genetic engineering. Their groundbreaking research aimed to resurrect historical geniuses like Michelangelo and Da Vinci. Dr. Laurent sought financial support from the wealthy elite attending the event to make this research possible. The gathering also involved a fundraising auction to generate funds. As the story progresses, it is revealed that the biotech company is actually a clandestine cult driven by a desire to release Lucifer and his demons from hell, seeking revenge for their failed rebellion. The cult's leader, Liz, covertly infiltrated the Shroud of Turin exhibit and discreetly followed a group of visitors. When the exhibition closed for the day, Liz roamed around, observing Lauren as she sketched a drawing of Lucifer. In a shocking turn of events, Liz takes the sword of Michael off the statue and fatally attacks a guard with it, and then uses the guard's skull to turn off the Shroud's security system. Marconi witnesses the event and rushes to intervene, while Lauren seeks refuge in a confession booth and witnesses Liz brutally stabbing Marconi as she recovers the Shroud. Liz's associates arrive at the exhibition center and forcefully take Lauren away. Just before Marconi succumbs to his injuries, he implores Angel Michael to utilize his body to halt them. Michael assumes control of Marconi's body and proceeds to the control room, where he encounters other priests. The Reverend Fathers are astounded to discover that Marconi is still alive. Michael then discloses his true identity, explaining that he is no longer Marconi but a different individual. With their consent, he acquires their vehicle and embarks on a journey outside the city. Drawing upon information obtained from his fellow priests, Michael locates Cardinal Vincini, who initially holds him at gunpoint before realizing his angelic nature. Vincini proceeds to divulge the prophecy concerning a wicked woman and a beast of the earth, who are destined to bring forth a child to serve as Lucifer's vessel. Recognizing the cult's motive for stealing the Shroud, Michael understands that an ordinary human body would not suffice. However, the cloning of Jesus' DNA could bring about the cataclysmic end of the world. Driven by the desire to reclaim the Shroud and thwart the cult's nefarious plans, Michael departs from the city. As a tremor shatters the rock-ceiling Lucifer, he breaks free from his chains, liberating himself. Lauren, along with 3 other women, Sophia, Brenda, and Mia, is transported to the cult's facility, increasingly anxious while the others attempt to reassure her. Medical personnel collect blood samples from each woman before departing. The women devise an escape plan involving Mia feigning death, but their efforts are foiled when more men arrive to subdue them. Liz discloses to Lauren that she recognized her as the chosen one ever since she saw her sketching Lucifer in her drawing book. Lauren and Sophia are subsequently taken to the castle square, where they are shackled and dressed in bridal attire under the watchful eyes of the cult members. The beast of the earth seizes both women, leading them down a chasm that serves as a divide between earth and hell. Demons take hold of them, and the spirit of Lucifer enters Sophia, only to realize that she is unfit to be his host, and subsequently kills her. The spirit then enters Lauren, finding her to be the perfect match. The demons restraining Lauren hastily release their grip. Lauren emerges from the chasm and is greeted warmly by Liz, who introduces her as the chosen one to the other members of the occult. Infiltrating the facility, Michael swiftly eliminates the guards and retrieves the shroud in an attempt to free Lauren. However, his progress is hindered as he begins to hear Lucifer's voice. Discovering that the person before her is not Father Marconi, Lauren becomes filled with anger and storms away. Michael quickly follows, seizing the moment to share his mission with her. He confirms Father Marconi's unfortunate demise and reveals that he had been inhabiting the body for a while. Their path intersects with the beast, leading to Lauren's capture by cult guards while Michael manages to escape through the portal to hell. Inside, he encounters Mammon and 3 other fallen angels who explain the dire situation. Michael is now trapped, and the cult is determined to unleash hell upon Earth. The fallen angels ominously warn Michael that escaping from hell is impossible. After their departure, Michael is approached by humans who were previously unsuccessful sacrifices. Desperate, they plead with him to rescue them from the torment of hell, as they do not belong there. Michael implores them to find his sword, which holds his heavenly powers. Demons relentlessly pursue them as they search for the weapon. Meanwhile, back on Earth, Liz provides Lauren with a detailed explanation of the circumstances, recounting Lucifer's rebellion and justifying his actions. Liz declares that Lauren's sacrifice will be a moment of great glory for humankind. Revelations arise about Lauren's heartbreaking loss of a child at birth, fueling her anger towards Liz for the torment she endured. Succumbing to Lucifer's temptation, Lauren agrees to join him and embarks on a furious journey under his possession. In a fit of rage, she brutally stomps on a guard's head before finally breaking free from Lucifer's control. Determined, Lauren attempts to terminate the fetus using bleach. However, Liz arrives on the scene with Lauren now possessed by Lucifer, desperately striving to prevent this gruesome act. In the story, the children come across Michael's sword just as Mammon and his fallen angels are about to intervene. However, Michael gains his powers and successfully eliminates one of the fallen before they retreat. He reassures the children of his return to rescue them, and then inhabits Marconi's body to make his way back to Earth. Upon reaching the facility, Michael endeavors to assist Lauren, who remains possessed by Lucifer and ultimately gets stabbed in the neck by him. Lucifer reveals his malevolent plan to exploit humanity for the purpose of destroying the world. In contrast, Michael unveils that this was part of God's grand design, with the child destined to defeat Lucifer. Enraged, Lucifer flees and pleads with Liz to eliminate the child out of fear. However, Liz refuses to comply and proceeds with the plan. Later, Lauren gives birth to a healthy baby boy, whom Liz takes to a square. In the presence of the cult members, everyone reverently bows before the baby. Rather than a conventional baptism, Liz insists on a baptism in blood. Consequently, the beast executes all the cult members to conceal the truth. Laurent tenderly holds and kisses the baby, but Liz commands the beast to eliminate him as well. Michael intervenes, saving Lauren, and together they confront Liz to protect the child. Michael confronts Liz with the truth, but she vehemently denies it. Lauren manages to escape with the baby while Michael heads toward the portal to seal it. As Michael labors to close the portal, numerous fallen angels and demons attempt to pass through, but the beast reemerges and reopens it. Using unused explosives intended to eradicate evidence of hell, Michael destroys the portal, annihilating the beast and obliterating the facility. Vincini witnesses this triumph and joyfully celebrates it. Lauren and Vincini bring the child to the Vatican, where the shroud is displayed and the prophecy is announced. Staying true to his promise, Michael returns to hell and sets the children free. He concludes by narrating that the world has been saved and fervently implores God to protect the now grown-up child. Afterwards, Liz spots him in the forest and murmurs, "Lucifer," causing the mist from Lucifer to leave his nose but be absorbed by the child. Thank you for your attention. If you enjoy the content on this channel, please show your support with like and subscribe. And we would like to hear your movie suggestion for the next recap. See you soon.